Hadeel is an incredibly courageous young lady with an incredible mature personality, something that I have witnessed since the very first second I have met her. And she has been an active leader in the struggle for a free Syria, and she was arrested the first time in March 2012 and has since been re-arrested several times. She has spent 52 days in prison, and when the Syrian military intelligence summoned Hadeel for questioning toward the end of 2012 because of her involvement in providing medical assistance to injured demonstrators, Hadeel decided to leave Syria. She hid with the nomads in the desert before the Free Syrian Army smuggled her into Turkey. And she now continues her activism from Egypt, and as one of the most prominent cyber dissidents. And she is unfortunately even not safe in Egypt because she has been attacked in her apartment in Egypt by thugs of the Assad regime. And Hadeel will speak about what she has experienced in Syria. She will speak about the Syrian protest movement and about what is right now happening on the ground and about future prospects. And Hadeel, we're very fortunate and very happy to have you here, and we all look forward to your thoughts and your remarks. And once again, welcome, and the floor is yours.
Hi everybody. Thanks first for Mr. Hilal and Ms. Ariel for giving me this opportunity to talk to you, to let you know a little bit about what's happening in my country, Syria. First, my name is Hadeel Kouki, and I am a 20 years old student from Syria. I am a human rights victim of President Bashar al-Assad. I have come here to tell you a little bit about the massacres that the Syrian regime committed in the last year in Syria. We have about 10,000 dead till now, and the killing is constant. In addition to hundreds of thousands of detained people, we have about 100 dead every day. This number includes a lot of children. They die in their homes by the weapons of our official army, unfortunately. Last year, my people began the revolution with peaceful demonstrations. Me, as a Syrian girl, as a student, I was dreaming about peaceful Syria, free Syria. So I distributed with some of my friends in university leaflets calling on Syrians to march peacefully in the name of freedom. I was a student in Aleppo University. I was studying two fields, English literature and law. They arrested me the first time and kept me in prison for 40 days in a very horrible circumstances. Like thousands of other Syrians, women and men. After my release, I continued my peaceful protest. Then they arrested me twice more later. They tortured me badly with electricity and abused me in very bad ways in prison. Then they released me again, but they deprived me from my two universities. They tortured me more than usual, maybe because I'm a Christian activist, because I am one of the minorities in Syria, and they don't want Christians and other minorities to participate in the revolution and show their opposition to al-Assad regime. They want to always, the Syrian regime try to show our revolution as a Salafist, as a hard Islamic revolution, so, to let the world scared of the alternative after Al-Assad regime. But as a Christian Syrian girl, I can tell you that all of that is not true. A lot of Christians, a lot of guys from other minorities participate in our revolution. They came again to arrest me for providing medical aid to injured protesters. I went into hiding with nomads in desert in very bad and hard circumstances. It was December, freezing cold, no heat or hot water at all. I was very scared by the unknown future that I'm living now. After I lost my university, I lost my family, I lost everything, I lost my country, and I could not stay in Syria anymore because they were looking for me to arrest me again. I was just a normal girl, 20 years old. Then I changed to a wanted girl from this bad regime. Finally, I escaped to Turkey, then to Europe, then I went to Egypt and settled in it finally. But even in Egypt, I was not safe. Assad men attacked me in my house. I was living alone in a very popular region. Just 1 month ago, they raided my home. They beat me badly and threatened me to throw me with acid on my face unless I stop my activities. What drives my activism? I want freedom. I have seen too much suffering of fellow Syrians who spend years in prison just for expressing a thought. My people deserve to live in a free Syria, tolerant Syria, and democratic Syria at peace with all its neighbors, including Israel. Syrian people ask, when killings stop, when the international world will support us, when they will support the Syrian people. All the world, till now, and after 1 year of massacres in Syria, have not the serious maybe desire to help the Syrian people. Till now, nobody cares about the Syrian blood. Even some countries openly still support Al-Assad. We have the Russian and the Chinese governments. They are supporting the Syrian regime. They used the veto 2 times for it. Sweden and Italy gave the regime machines and experts to spy on the calls and social media and arrest the activists. Also, we have Iran and Russia still avoiding him with heavy weapons to kill us. Also, we have, I saw in person Iranian and Hezbollah Lebanese terrorists in Syria with the security forces killing the Syrian demonstrators. My people deserve right to life. Even America and Europe countries did not do much to help us. I think they didn't decide to help the Syrian people in a serious way yet. We need your support. It isn't a Syrian issue anymore. It is a humanitarian issue now. Every human should support the Syrian people. Thank you all.